After seeing what 1 month of forest management actually looks like, I'm gravely concerned by the prospect of 10 more years. What was said would be one lane into the tree stand is actually a web of many wide, muddy lanes surrounding what few trees they've left behind. We witnessed wildlife running panicked back and forth across the county road because their homes had just been destroyed, despite the forest management plan noting that spring and early summer are the worst times to log. I'm not a scientist or a forest expert. I'm not even against logging and forest management, as John mentioned. But I'm a citizen with two good eyes. If you turn onto Harmony Grass Castle and look left up the hill, there's no mistaking the mess the logging operation has left behind. John mentioned it well, and I won't repeat what he said. He could say it much better than I can. But maybe more so, I'm deeply concerned about the disregard that this council has shown for the questions and concerns of local residents, as was just echoed by this gentleman's previous questions, as well as tax-paying members of this community. After the February 16th meeting, I decided to give the council the benefit of the doubt. I figured I'd see future meetings to provide community discussion, or maybe the release of a real project management plan, or perhaps answer some of the residents' concerns. Honestly, I figured y'all just didn't realize that the community had issue, and now that you did, we'd see more transparency. But to my astonishment, you fired up the chainsaws and went to town. Once again, with no notice to the community, your neighbors, and against your very own plans and instructions, which stated you would not log during nesting or rainy seasons. This after being the most rain in July on record. So perhaps you can imagine why our trust is shaken. As elected officials, we put our trust in you to have our best interests at heart. And while we may not always agree, working with your constituents is part of the job. I really wish you care about this very special place that exists in your own backyard. We cannot ruin one of the last bastions of natural undisturbed forest we have in our region for a quick payday. The small amount of money from this logging operation, which maybe we're not getting any, so it could be my mistake, will not get us very far in today's economic climate. But it sounds like it's going to cost us money to fix these muddy trails that John mentioned we have to restore. Instead, let us be examples of wildlife stewards. Let us attract visitors to our beautiful park. Let them enjoy the natural beauty of Washington Township with well-marked trails and proper safety assistance. So they tell their neighbors how they should visit Roaring Rock Park. Because when people from outside of Washington Township come to town, they also come to our restaurants. They come to our shops and they frequent our businesses. They buy and build houses here and they join our community. This generates more income in the long term and maintains revenue for decades to come. I request that you reconsider your stance on this project and put a halt to its operation. Let the park grow natural and free, and let's spend our resources caring for the park. If we have no resources and you're looking for more revenue, then please say so. We can cross that bridge together with no harm done to the town. I really want my children to get to use this park for the next 10 years. I don't want to look back on this time and be ashamed of our town and the destruction we did to a truly special and beautiful natural park in northwestern New Jersey. Thank you so much for your time and listening. I appreciate it.